Ladies and gentlemen,
Intros take like 24 because I don't know how to do intros. They're always so awkward for me. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ava. If you're new, I'm so glad to have you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know you stopped by. Let's get to know each other. If you're not new, then you're a friend. Also, let me know what's up with you. I've been gone for a while. I need to connect with you guys. I miss you guys. I'm sorry. I'm 34 weeks pregnant. Well, 34 weeks and some days. Here is the belly. I'm sitting in front of my kids' closet because everything else is a mess. Trust me, it's a mess. Maybe if I have enough energy, I will film a cleaning video, but I have so many things that I want to do. I've been out of it for so long, and now I feel like I have energy. I feel like I have the strength to address and do things that I've wanted to do for a long time. Last time you saw me, I was doing a vegan challenge. I didn't get a chance to do the wrap up for that. At the time, I was planning on becoming vegan-ish. And what I learned during that time is I didn't want to be vegan per se. I wanted to be plant-based. But then I found out I was pregnant, and it was such a surprise. Like, you don't even know. I'm still a little bit in shock. Yeah, with this big old belly, I'm still in shock. Like, there's really a baby in here. Once I found out I was pregnant, kind of everything just went out the window. I started into some more just emotional eating, not planning, not shopping with intent, not eating with intent, just kind of eating whatever. And that includes meat. You're probably like, how does this relate to your pregnancy update? Well, eating and food is got a big part to play with pregnancy. I didn't have many cravings per se, but I would say if I craved anything, it was just salty foods. Once I found out I was pregnant, because it was such a surprise, I just went kind of crazy with my eating. I wish I had weighed myself, because during January when I was doing my vegan challenge, I was losing weight. I didn't weigh myself, but my clothes I had been wearing were starting to get loose. I was able to fit into some older clothes I had worn when I was a lower weight. I got some new clothes for Christmas that were really cute and smaller than my normal clothes, and I was like actually starting to fit them. And that's the weird thing. This is how I found out I was pregnant, because I was feeling so good. I was losing weight everywhere except for my chest. And I was like, this is not normal. There's no reason that, because every time, you know how we women are, our weights fluctuate. Every time in the past that I've lost weight everywhere, a little bit of weight everywhere, yes, including my chest. This time around, I was losing weight everywhere except for my chest. And I had a flashback. Oh my gosh, the last time my chest felt like this, I was pregnant. That's what spurred me to take a pregnancy test, and that's when I found out I was pregnant. I went to the doctor to confirm. At that time, I was 10 weeks already. So I know you're thinking, how did you not know up until then? Well, I haven't ever had a regular period. So the fact that I had missed a period, you know, I wasn't tracking that. I just kind of would have a period whenever I would have a period, and I didn't have a period. I didn't think twice about it, because that's kind of how it's been my whole life. I guess I'm blessed in that I had really easy first trimesters. I don't have nausea or sickness like most people do. And again, because I was eating so well, so many fruits and vegetables, and you know, more of the plant-based, not so much vegan processed foods, but just real, truly plant-based. I think I was receiving so many good nutrients that I felt good, and I had no idea I was pregnant. Okay, fast forward to when I found out. That's when kind of life stopped for me. I didn't know what to do because for a lot of different reasons, and I kind of withdrew from my social life. I stopped making YouTube videos. I do want to keep this about the pregnancy. Okay, so I told you already I had a great, easy breezy first trimester. Second trimester, I was feeling huge, like bigger than I had my first pregnancy, and that's normal. Second babies, you start to show faster, but I was feeling a lot of ligament pain. I'm already in my third trimester. With third trimester, I started getting indigestion, heartburn. They say that means your baby is going to be born with a lot of hair. I don't know if it's true or not. It happened to be true with my first son. He had tons of hair when he was born, and I had crazy indigestion then too. But I know people that have had indigestion and their babies were bald when they were born. So who knows if the myth is real, fake, I don't know. But one thing that I have struggled with is bladder infections. My first appointment, they did a urine analysis and I had a bladder infection. So they gave me a course of antibiotics. Second doctor's appointment, retested, I had the same issue. So they gave me a different antibiotic. Third appointment, they tested again and the bladder infection was still not gone. So they gave me 7 days of like a very powerful antibiotic and then put me on a low dose for the duration of my pregnancy. So, you know, that scared me. I don't like taking medicine. I don't want to hurt the baby. They say the infection is worse for the baby than this low dose of antibiotics. So now the infection is actually gone and they just want to make sure that it's not going to come back. You're probably wondering, why is it that it was so hard to get rid of? Well, that's partly because I have an autoimmune disease. It's called neuromyelitis optica. It's also known as Devick's disease. One of the side effects is bowel and bladder complications. It's very common for people with my disease to have bladder infections, and it's hard to get rid of because we can't always fully eliminate. I know it sounds crazy, but the good news is that that is cleared up for now. So the baby is measuring great. I had my 20-week ultrasound at 20 weeks. Obviously it was a long time ago. I'm gonna have another ultrasound at my next appointment, so I'm really excited for that because the baby's gonna be even bigger. But he looked great. He looked healthy. Oh yeah, it's a boy. And so that's the important thing. Baby is doing well as far as what we know. It's so funny because the sonogram profile of this baby is identical to my first son's profile sonogram. So I'm excited to see what he looks like. I can't wait to meet him, and I'm still in shock. Like, I'll go back, excuse me, I'll go into that a little bit later, but yeah, so with the indigestion, losing the breath, like the hiccups, all that, that's part of what I'm experiencing now. What was I gonna tell you? There was something I was, pregnancy brain. Yeah, pregnancy brain is definitely something that I've been experiencing a lot lately. It's really embarrassing because I'll be at work and I'll be trying to refer to someone who I know, who I've known for years. I know their name, I can see their face, I just can't bring the name to the tip of my tongue. That's pregnancy brain. So I've been experiencing that. What else can I tell you? Oh yes, weight gain. So I told you that I've just been eating whatever. And I have to say, I haven't gone like too crazy. My first pregnancy, I gained 50 pounds. This pregnancy, I might be close to that. Like I said, I didn't weigh myself in January, but prior to January, I believe I was around 160. I went to the doctor last week and I was 190. So I really need to watch it. You know, my doctor said it's time to really watch it. If you don't want to go over 200 pounds, which I kind of told her, yeah, that was my cutoff point. I really don't want to go over 200 pounds. I was thinking is I would do another plant-based challenge. I'm going to call it that. You know, I like the term veganish because it means you're mostly vegan, I guess. I want to say that I really respect the vegan and the plant-based community, and I mean no disrespect when I talk about this, because I know it can it can be touchy. It can be a touchy subject. I learned that during my research earlier this year. It's like I feel guilty when I eat meat, but you know, part of the reason that I wanted to try a vegan diet in the first place is because I was reading this book called The Walls Protocol, and this is a book by a woman who is a doctor, Dr. Terry Walls. She uses food and functional medicine to treat her multiple sclerosis. This, I don't know if it's going to focus. This was her when she started eating for health, and this is her now. Her story is very similar to mine. At the time I read about her and heard about her and adopted a lot of her principles for eating, I was told that I had multiple sclerosis. I'm gonna go way more in depth with this in a different video. Once I learned I didn't actually have multiple sclerosis, I thought, how can I adapt the principles that she's taken to me? Dr. Walls was a vegetarian at the time that she became sick. She really struggled with meat and eating meat. And one of the things that she does is she makes sure to eat 9 cups of fruit and vegetables a day plus some lean meat. She is, for the most part, gluten-free, dairy-free, but she does eat some meat, and she struggles with that, or she did, you know, when she first started this, because some of her research told her that she needed that animal protein. And you know, only strictly organic. She's huge on liver meats because you get so much nutrients from organic liver meat, and then lean protein. What I wanted to do when I adopted this vegan challenge was I wanted to see, okay, can I combine her principles with veganism? Because I also thought that this would help with my bowels and elimination. I know, TMI. At first it did. When I first started the vegan diet, I really was cleaning my system out. But probably about 2 weeks in, and again, it was only a 30-day challenge, I started experiencing the same difficulties that I normally did. So I don't know that helped. But the reason I bring this up, and the reason it's related to my pregnancy update, is because I'm nearing the final weeks of my pregnancy, and I do want to try a plant-based diet for the duration so that I can moderate my weight, feel more healthy and as energetic as possible. And also, come on, I want to snap back a little bit faster after birth than I would if I just wasn't watching what I was eating. So stay tuned for more details on that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, if you want me to talk more about anything I've kind of shared, I do plan to, but if there's something specific you want to know, leave me a question in the comments and I'll make sure to address that. I'm really excited now for the rest of this pregnancy and for everything that's to come. So I hope you join me. Hit that subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. I am really grateful to have you guys as friends, and I truly do feel like a lot of you are real friends. So thank you again for watching, and have a great rest of your day.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drippin' swag goo. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the